This is Mobius here, and I wanted to show you today my AFKable Gold EXP farm. This is my most recent project in vanilla Minecraft. Had a little help from my brothers, but primarily it was done by me. 100% in survival. Um, this creative mode is only for the purpose of showing off the farm here. I just up myself. So here you can see our nether portal. It actually, we got lucky with a Y of 97 on the nether portal, which made for a pretty easy climb here to the bedrock ceiling, which I broke out right here. So you can see we're on the ceiling now. Now if you take a look here, you can see need a bow, please return, because you will need a bow. So we're going to take our power, or our infinity bow, and an arrow, and see there's my name there. And so this is designed by Snow Crash. Look up, link will be in the description. Look up his farm. He shows you how to build this. What I did though is I took it a little bit further, completed the item collection, storage, tidied it up, got it 100% ready to go. Made a couple improvements. Primarily the biggest improvement being that Snow Crash actually, in the middle of his build, he actually destroys this tower. Probably about right up here. He takes down about 5 or 6 blocks in order to fit his redstone in. Um, Probably he could have done it better, but he decided for some reason not to, which means that the entire farm is based off of climbing this ladder tower, which is the first thing he shows you to build, and then he destroys it. And so that was one improvement. I simply reworked the redstone a little bit so that it was around the tower and you didn't have to actually deconstruct any of this tower. Very easy to do yourself. You probably can fix it. Otherwise, you'll have to get off the ladder like right around here, and then you'd have to go over a couple blocks and then climb up the ladder and then come back to the middle, or find your own way up. So if you're playing in creative, obviously it's not a problem, but survival you do need to actually have your way up. So I simplified that by just keeping the freaking ladder not from being broken, which really annoyed me because I didn't realize it at first that that ladder was going to be broken. But anyways, very awesome farm design. So here's our little storage area. As you can see, we have the gold nuggets, ingots being sorted into those two, and then our rotten flesh being sorted into that. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double chests of storage for each type, or for each item, and then also the hoppers that go with that, which will give you some additional storage, and the hopper chains if it backed up. So quite a bit of good enough storage for me. Obviously not anything too crazy, but it is sorted, which is nice. The gold swords are actually being ejected, and I'll show you those where you can actually get those later. So here you can see some of the redstone. This I couldn't cover up, um, but I'm not sure why I can't cover that spot up. I'll have to look into that. But so as we continue up, I completed it by putting a little glass at the top here to keep you, 100% protected and nice looking. And then stand on top of a gold block to finish it off. And then here you can see the farm. This is like exactly like Snow Crash's video, except for one major thing, which is this area right here. Um, he uses glass in this. I use cobble. That doesn't matter. But what I did was, obviously I took these trapdoors out. He shows that actually in his most recent update, that you don't need these 3 trapdoors because the mobs are already going to be falling. But also I removed all the trapdoors here that he uses on the bottom level. He uses actually 9 trapdoors in this area, and I literally didn't use them. I just filled this in with cobble, and then I think he has like this right here. So he actually has He has trapdoors here, 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 here. So a 3x3 of trapdoors. I took those out and literally broke this and just made it solid. It works perfectly fine. Whether you could do that, oh yeah, so right here, like you see, whether you could do that for this level and this level without affecting the farm, I didn't attempt it. As I said, I built this in survival, so I literally just didn't get around to doing that and didn't climb back out there to try it. So you could do it. I'm not gonna do this because this is a survival world. So if I modify that, I'll have to do that later. But and I haven't made any of the additional fixes such as the magma cube fix that he shows off in his latest video. Very good stuff. As far as the fixes here, I've basically slabbed everything properly. I didn't slab redstone wire. If that bug gets fixed, I'll redstone that or I'll slab that. But for now, there are 0 spawns in the entire farm, including here, including like literally everywhere. I've AFK'd. There's no spawns in this place except for where they should be on the platforms. And the only spot they can spawn, which I didn't have a solution for at the time, is on these slime blocks right here. So there's 12 spawning spots, and then up here you can't spawn there, but when they, I believe when they move over, that would be an exposed air block, and they're not in that spot very long. But look right there, when they are over here, they have an exposed air block, and I believe a mob could spawn there, and then it would fall down here. I think and obviously it's going to be a low chance, but it could happen. So I'm not sure how to prevent that. As far as this goes, there might be a new way to prevent it. If you watch Snow Crasher's latest video, he talks about that. But yeah, so the farm is pretty much done. I haven't done any more with it since the first day I built it. Built this all in one stretch. It was a long project. But yeah, so let's show the farm off real quick in case you haven't seen Snow Crash this video on the farm. So all you do, you would climb up the ladder, take your bow out, shoot a zombie pigman. That did not work. Oh, probably because I'm in creative. Okay, so I don't know anything about creative, so I'm probably a noob. Oh yeah, so here they come already. So then they'll all start coming at you. They'll fall down the drop chutes on all 4 sides, and then they'll die. All their EXP will be shot along the ice to the middle, where the piston slime blocks will shoot it up, and you will gather it all. It's freaking sweet. It looks cool. It works great. It's an awesome design, and it's 100% safe. The only problem, unless you jump off, obviously. So it's really sweet. I'm really happy with Snow Crash's design, and I had a lot of fun building it in survival. So yeah, great EXP. As you can see, EXP is just flowing in, and this is 100% AFKable. Just stand here, you'll be level 100 in time. So let's go ahead and get down, and we're in game mode 0 now. So we don't have a pickaxe, so let's go into game mode 1. The last thing I want to show you is this area right here. Now you saw the area where you can do the enchanting and get the loot, but there's this little area right here marked by the gold blocks, and if you come out here, you actually be on top of the room, and this is the area where the items are actually sorted. Now in survival, there's no way to get get under these pistons, so we'll just fly over them. But what I do is I always just break this, and then I replace it. So easy enough. You're not meant to actually come up here, so. But here's where the items actually all feed in. You can see they're actually still sorting at this point. I'm sure there's a better way to do the item sorting. I'm just a complete noob. But anyways, the items come in, they go into a normal filter. You guys probably seen this many times, but there's a filter here where all the nuggets take place, and then the ingots come next, and then the zombie flesh, and then what's left is golden swords. Those get shot into, or those get put into a dispenser, which has a clock that auto dispenses as soon as a sword is in there. Anytime there's a sword in there, it runs. So you'll see here, I'm pretty sure there's still some swords in the system. Oh yeah, here they come. They're going to be coming here soon. So we got a bunch of swords about to work their way in. And when they do, they'll arrive in the dispenser. And there we go. They get dispensed. Now I left them, I did have them just dispensing up here, kind of like right where this block is, but I decided, you know, what if you do want the swords for some strange reason, or you don't have a sword on you? What the heck, you know? Looting, you sometimes get looting on the swords, so I left them to dispense off the edge. So they'll actually be down there. If we take a look, they'll be down here on the bedrock, right over here. And so if you decide you want a gold sword afterwards, you can just come over here and get them. Otherwise, they're gonna despawn. So yeah, so here's an unbreaking sword, complete junk. So yeah, that is my gold farm. The very last thing I want to show you is how I actually get down in survival. So this ladder is kind of sucky to climb, and to come back down on it is almost just as bad. So what I do is, let's go into game mode 0. Let's hope I make this jump here. So I have this little doorway leading out of the treasure room, and it says you know you want to. It's actually a diving board, and it leads down to a fairly small 4x3 slime block. I made this a 2x3, 3x3. I was able to land it, but it was a little more difficult, so I went with 4x3 just to, because you really don't want to die just after EXPing. Here's a hopper I replaced. Gotta get rid of that. So I made it 4x3 just so people would actually do the jump and not be, you know, so chicken. So here we go. But it is fairly easy to land on. You just have to, you don't even need to go out very far and you'll land on it no problem. I think it's a pretty cool way to get down. But yeah, so that's my gold farm. Thanks for watching.